Have you ever wanted to, trap your friends in a room and just watch them try to puzzle their way out? Well, today we are going to do way more than that. We're building entire worlds in a box. We're going to go beyond just some simple locks and keys and show you how to design a DIY escape room that is so immersive, so compelling, your friends are going to forget they're even in your living room.
So that's the big question, isn't it? How do you actually build a world inside a box? Because a truly great escape room, that's exactly what it is. It's not just four walls and a bunch of puzzles. No, it's a story. It's an atmosphere. It's an experience that completely transports your players.
You know, the game designer Michael Boris put it perfectly. He said, "I feel that objects have power." And he's so right. The props, the clues, the puzzles scattered around your room, they aren't just things. They have power because you give them a story. That right there, that's the fundamental idea we're diving into today.
Okay, so here's our mission for today. First, we'll lay out the blueprint. Why theme is absolutely everything. Then we're going to open up 3 different case files, a high-stakes spy mission, a thrilling adventurous quest, and a spooky supernatural thriller. And we'll wrap it all up with the one golden rule that you absolutely need to know.
All right, let's start with the blueprint. Look, a theme isn't just some decorative fluff you throw on at the end. It's the absolute foundation of your entire experience. It dictates the story, it sets the mood, and, critically, it tells you exactly what kinds of puzzles your players should be solving.
So, what is a theme's job, really? Well, it's the glue that holds everything together. A strong theme instantly answers 3 vital questions for your players. 1, why are we here? 2, what's at stake? And 3, why is that clock ticking down so fast? It creates purpose and injects every single moment with a real sense of urgency.
Okay, time for our first case file, the spy mission. I want you to think tense thrillers, ticking clocks, the whole deal. Spy themes are all about intelligence, cracking codes, and outsmarting the enemy when you are under immense pressure.
And notice how the spy theme directly inspires the puzzles, right? Your players aren't just solving some random brain teasers, no. They're gathering intelligence. They're finding hidden USB drives, they're trying to defuse a ticking bomb, they're questioning absolutely everything. The puzzle should make them feel like a master spy.
A classic spy puzzle, for example, is the book Cipher. There was this one creator who used this brilliantly in a horror-themed box. Players got a series of numbers that pointed them to a specific page, a specific line, and a specific word in a copy of the Call of Cthulhu to reveal a secret message. It's just a perfect example of a puzzle that feels completely part of the story's world.
All right, next up, the Adventurous Quest. Think Indiana Jones, think pirates, maybe a time traveler's lost journal. With this kind of theme, the focus shifts from just brain power to really hands-on interaction with the environment. It's all about exploration and discovery.
For an adventure theme, you really want puzzles that are tactile. You want players assembling artifacts, turning ancient dials, and trying to decipher old maps. It's also a really good idea to have multiple puzzle paths so different people can work on different things at the same time. You know, just like a real expedition.
And the possibilities here are just so much fun. I mean, imagine your players piecing together a shredded map, or suddenly realizing they have to melt a giant block of ice to get the key that's frozen inside. These physical puzzles create those amazing aha moments that everybody absolutely loves.
Okay, our final case study is going to take us into the dark, the supernatural thriller. For themes like a haunted mansion, or a zombie apocalypse, or some kind of cosmic horror, the atmosphere is the experience. The story is everything.
And for this one, we have a true masterclass example. It was a Cthulhu-themed puzzle box where the stakes were so much higher than just escaping. It was about preventing the end of the world. The whole goal was to find 5 ancient runes to seal away an ancient evil before madness completely took over. In this case, the theme drove every single design choice.
Just look at how the puzzles tell the story here. You start by assembling a fragmented QR code, which takes you to a cryptic website. You use a book cipher in the foundational text of the whole Cthulhu mythos. You tune a radio and pick up a mysterious broadcast in Morse code. Every single one of these puzzles pulls you deeper and deeper into that eerie, unsettling atmosphere.
And get this is my favorite part. Even the timer served the theme. Instead of just a standard countdown on a screen, this box used a strip of LEDs that slowly changed color from green to red, representing the player's descent into madness. How brilliant is that? It's a genius way to turn a simple mechanic into a really powerful storytelling tool. So all of this brings us to the ultimate takeaway.
the golden rule that connects all of these incredible ideas. It's simple. Your puzzles have to serve your plot, not the other way around.
The best escape rooms always start with a story. When you design story first, every single puzzle feels like a logical, natural part of that world. You're not solving a random Sudoku puzzle on a pirate ship, you're using the stars to navigate. The story is what gives the puzzle its meaning, and that is the key to real immersion.
Okay, and here's a crucial pro tip to protect that precious story you've built. Engineer your room to prevent game-breaking mistakes. For example, if the placement of Scrabble tiles on a board is a clue, glue them down. Trust me, players will inevitably move things around, and you do not want them to accidentally break a puzzle and completely derail the narrative you've worked so hard on.
So, as we finish up there, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Don't just think about what puzzles you want to create. Instead, think about what story you want to tell. Because when you finally lock that door, you're not just trapping your friends. You're inviting them into a world that you built from the ground up. The only question is, what story will they escape?